This is a lead generating website. I created this using AI, and in this video, I will show you how to create one from start to finish in the simplest way. For this video, you won't need to understand any of what a markdown file is. It's just literally talking to the AI as if we were having a conversation and building this from scratch. Let's get started. There are two things needed to get started. The first one is downloading VS Code. This is basically where we will build. Here it is. This is our playground. This is where we will build our website. So go ahead and download this, and then let's move on. The second thing you'll need is Claude. You'll need to pay for a subscription that has Claude code. You could use Pro, you can use Max. For this video, we'll keep it simple, sweet, and short. Get the Pro. It shows $17 here. That's only if you buy the annual subscription. If you want to do month to month, it's $20. And then once you have that, good to go. Now it's time to have some fun. All right, we are going to start as if I know nothing about creating lead generating websites. So I'm in VS Code right now, and for the remainder of this whole video, I'm going to keep it unedited so you can follow through, you can see my mistakes, you can see how I like to build with VS Code and Claude Code, beginning here. So let's go here. The first thing you want to do is open a folder. So here's some things that I've been working on, but let's do a new folder. We'll call it lead generating website. Bam. Hit open. Open that. Open. All right. Well, I want to open that. So we're going to, where did I put it? Blah, blah, blah. This is a fresh page. There's no files. All you see is this welcome. I'm going to exit out of there. Lead generating website. And from here, you want to download Claude code. So to download this, you'll go to extensions and you'll put in Claude code. This will pop up right here. I already have it downloaded. You'll have to download it yourself. And then once you have that downloaded, you'll see the icon down here or in the top right of the window. We'll go back to files, and we already have the extension. Let's go ahead and exit out of there. And then from there, we're going to click on this and start from scratch. Local, new session. And then we're going to do this. We're going to literally just talk to Claude Code. I'm going to say, I want to create a lead generating website. Before we do, let's create a Claude MD for lead generating websites. While that is spewing up that, I asked it, I want to create a lead generating website. Before we do, let's create a Claude.md for lead generating websites. Claude.md, MD short for markdown file, is basically the recipe. We're having Claude Code create a recipe for how I want to go about baking this cake. The cake being the lead generating website. And then it asked me a question. It says, which tech stack do you want this lead generating site built on? We're going to do plain HTML with the CSS, because then we can, maybe in the next video or so, depending on how this video goes, I will show you how to send those files into a hosting site. So to bring your website to life, to To publish it online, we'll need those files to send off to a hosting, whether that's Hosting or GoDaddy or some other hosting sites. But we'll talk about that later. Lead capture. It's asking us when a customer fills out a form, do we want to receive an email notification? Do we want to push their info to a CRM where it tracks their name, phone number, blah, 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 a database, or we could decide later. We'll do decide later and see what happens. It'll start building. Right now, what it's doing is it's creating that recipe. You'll see here, there'll be a fresh Claude.md. So if we go back to files, you'll see under lead generating website, there's going to be some files put at the bottom here. There's a few things that we want to download so we can view it. For laughs and giggles, let's just see if we can make this a lot more fun. Wait, allow write. Yes, we want this. We're going to put yes, allow all edits in the session so it doesn't have to repeatedly ask us for permissions about the Claude MD file. So I put yes, but let's make this fun by I was trying to put spin that wheel, but spin that wheel because I want us to actually pick a random service business and we can just start from there. Okay, it looks like it created our Claude.md. So if we click on it, you'll see how it's written out simply without any of the indentations of like coding. It's just really easy to follow. It'll say this is a lead gen website. This is the recipe, right? To baking our cake. It shows the stack. We're going to do HTML, CSS, JavaScript, deployable and static files. I mean, the important stuff, if we look down here, we're going to add a few features like SEO and tracking. Basically, if you were to Google the specific service business, it'll be detectable. Conventions, before launch checklist. So before launch checklist is huge. It tells us what will be added, or it tells us before this goes live that Claude will go line by line. Form submits to a real destination, a thank you page, tested on mobile, so it'll have its mobile friendly. Lighthouse, all images optimized. So if it's like a JPEG, it'll turn it to PNG, or depending on the size of the photo, it'll shrink it or optimize it so the website isn't laggy. It has a privacy policy linked, and then a 404 check. Basically, the website's not broken. So you can see here in the open edit, the Claude MD file is right here, also found inside here. We have the recipe. Right, we told it create us a Claude MD file. So that's step number one. In the prompt, when you open up your Claude code, create the Claude.md file, create the recipe book for how you want everything else to go. And from here, now we can start. What I like to do is, let's also create a client intake form for a lead generating site. Include business name, phone number, CTA form. Oops. What else do we want? If you want to add this into your lead generating website, a testimonial page, maybe a map of your business, probably map of business. Let's make sure that it's one page, right? We want this to be just one page for customers to find. And then let's add also basic SEO optimization, and make it mobile friendly. Okay, I just added this prompt here. but we're having Claude create us this intake form. And my hope is, right, if I'm making this website for a friend or if I'm making it for myself, I want Claude Code to ask me these questions before it builds out a one-page website. I'm letting it cook right now, but the hope is we can get all the info needed to create this website. So I'm gonna let it cook for a bit. I'm gonna let it bake for a bit. And we could talk about a few things. There's also an extension we do need to add if we want to view the website. So this HTML is basically where the website's being built right now as we speak, right? There's the CSS file. You can see that it's adding all these different codes. But we need to add an extension. I've already added in here, but for y'all that are new to creating lead generating websites, you'll go to extensions again, and then you'll look for the extension called Open Viewer, I believe. Oh no, I think it's Live Viewer. Let me just see what I put it on. It's called Live Server. Okay. Blah 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 boom. See, Live Server. Look for this in extensions. It's basically this one. So this extension allows you to view the website that it's creating in this playground or VS Code. And then from there, let's go see what it cooked up for us. So I'm gonna exit out of this extension. We're going back to this other file. If you go and open editors, you can figure out what it's doing right now. So done. Here's the one-page lead gen site built per the structure in Claude.md. So files created, it created an index, a CSS, a thank you, robots, and a map. And it's mobile friendly, SEO basics. To make it yours, find and replace these placeholders. So instead of going into this, right, this is the cool thing about Claude Code. We're going to tell Claude Code before launching, not even before launching, before creating the service lead generating website, I want you to ask me what's on the intake or client intake form, and then create the lead generating website based off my answers. So we've now prompted Claude Code to ask us the questions on the client intake. It says, all right, which fields should the client intake form collect? We're going to do name and business, industry. Okay, so I've made a moving business before, but let's do what if we do like a home services, like landscaping? So let's do other, and let's just do maybe you run landscaping. So landscaping business, is it? Yeah, it's 2 words. Landscaping. And then enter. Beyond the basics, what extra input style do you want on the form? So we have free text message box or preferred contact method. Then pick call, text, or email. Keep it minimal. It's highest conversion or preferred date and time. So we can do, let's keep it minimal for now. These are all great options, but for this purpose, we'll select this one. And now it's cooking. You'll notice here, for those that are new, it says thinking. It said it was showing 600 tokens, and I won't go into the details of tokens. We don't need to understand that for now. It says, got it. Landscaping, minimal form, collecting name and business name. Since the lead form still needs a way to reach people, I'll keep the contacts essentials with a phone plus email. And drop everything non-essential. No service drop down, no message box. So full name is required. Business name is optional. Phone required. Email required. Let me rebuild the page. Copy for landscape and trim the form. So right now it's gathering all the essentials for your business or for the business you're building for. And this is something I was trying to get used to. Now I understand it. This red on the left side here, the red is what it built before I started prompting it. So this is what it had in here in the JS file. And what it's doing now is updating it. So on the right side, the right-hand side of the box is what it's updated. So red is old. Basically anything on the left is old. It's now reframing, restructuring that file with everything on the right. You'll notice it changed. Even if you were to read this, it'll show like what it did. It was like field label optional. This is probably for the font of a title. Add styles for new sources section, optional labels. So it's like emails probably optional, going back to this part. But going down, you could read through this line by line if you want to understand the code. Now let me make the thank you page consistent with landscaping branding. Edit thank you. So your business name is now your landscaping company. So build a landscaping lead gen site based on your answers. Intake form minimal as you asked. Full name is required. No service drop down message box. Kept clean. And it's now validating. Page sections is only one page with a sticky header with tap to call. Sticky header, just basically when you're scrolling on your phone, you'll see that call or text now stick at the bottom as you're scrolling down. 3 services. So I added 3 services by default: lawn care, landscape design, and seasonal cleanup with the testimonials. It's pretty clean. If we want to view what it looks like now, we can go index. So the index, you want to make sure you click on the index, right click it, open live server. Let's see. So this is what it looks like. The template, right? It has the map. So it's easy. This is what Central Park, New York. Ready for a yard you'll love. Get my free quote. It'll have the email down here. This is basically the template used. A beautiful yard without the work. Expert landscaping. Close this real quick. And tell us about your property and get a free quote. So now we're going to play with this even more. We've just created the skeleton of... Oh, you didn't even see that. One second. My bad. Bam. So, yeah, sorry. This is the skeleton of the lead generating website. It's a 1-page lawn care, landscape design, seasonal cleanup. What our customers say, with the testimonial. It has the map. It's very simple. If we click this number I'm on desktop, we can actually call the number, go back to the home page. So now we're going to play around with it. The first thing I want to do is, let's say I want to switch the tone up, right? So let's go back here. We're talking to Claude Code as if they are human. Obviously they're not, but I mean that in the sense of you can say what's on your mind and it will reason with you and understand and pick up things and build it for you. So let's say, let's change the website to my business name. Let's say Enoch is green grass. I don't know. With my address, let's just make one up. East, blah, blah, blah. West. Let's go with Rose Park, Utah. Phone number. The phone number is and then I want to switch up the tone. So right now we see, oh, you're still on, let me go back. Sorry about that. New to this. So this is what I prompted. Let's change the website to business name. Business name is this. We still have to be specific with what we're changing in the prompt before. AI is as smart as what you prompt for the most part. If you want to be specific, I feel like. I mean, there's some models that you can be very broad and it'll just pick up whatever. But for this one, I wanted to be specific. Address is this, and then the phone number is this. This is all just random random data. And then let's switch up a few things, right? Let's switch up the font, and switch up the font to be more bulky. We're just testing this, right? The tone of the website to be more professional with colors of green and I don't know, black, right? We just prompted this Claude code to, we're playing around with it. So this is what it looks like now. Let me show you. Okay, remember this. Now, when we come back, it's going to look completely different. So you'll see here, Claude code is just fixing a few things. Your landscaping company now has changed to Enoch is green grass. It's saying here, just to understand the coding, right? Your city is now going to be changed to Rose Park. Your phone number is going to be changed to the number that I put in. Telephone number will be added. It's switching all the numbers. It's editing the address. Postal code is, it actually found the right postal code for Rose Park, which is insane. 84116 Utah. And then here we have phone number. Now the point of the map of the real address and add Google font. So we're now adding like bulky font. Remember, it's let's see how it changes from, where is it? Oh, it took it off because we're switching. It's now being, the HTML file is being rewritten, so that's why it's not showing. So if you remember, just rewind the video and you'll see what it was before. It's making a lot of jumps, a lot of changes, adjustments. Now bump up the weights for that bulky feel and make the black sections truly black. So this is the fun part, right? It's baking right now. I really love that about this. What are we at right now? We are at 21 minutes. That's pretty long. Did a lot of talking, but we're coming close to the end of the video. Once we create this, there are other functions within the lead generating website where we connect API for the contact form. But for the scope of this video, I wanted to focus on how you can just create a website from scratch. Depending on how this video goes, leave a comment if you want to know how to connect the contact form to your email. We can go through that. There's a lot of things that I've created. We can also create a custom AI chat box. I could show you that. That's probably more of the fun things to learn about. For now, though, it looks like we finished. And leave a comment if you enjoyed the video or like it up to this part, because we're about done and I don't want to post a long video. This was supposed to be sweet and short, but you get the idea of how you can do this for future. You can duplicate this process, repeat this process, the rinse and repeat process to create whatever lead generating website you want. It says done. The site is now Enoch Green Grass, business details everywhere. It has my address, phone, bulkier font, so switch to Montserrat. It's a Google font, heavyweight, professional green plus black. And files touched. It'll give you an update. These are the files touched. Leads still aren't sent anywhere, and we won't go through the leads for now. I do want to mention that the leads do work. I've tested it with kongmovers.com, and we can go over that in the next video. But check this out. If we go index and I click make sure we click it. We click Moment of Truth. We go back. Check that out. Inoke's green grass, right? A beautiful yard without the work. We change it to black and green. If we really wanted to, we can switch up this back here. This is as simple as you can get. It'll show the address, Serving Rose Park. We added a map. But this is what I would consider level 1 of creating a lead generating website. If you are interested in learning how to make this even cooler with maybe a hypertext or maybe a more professional, minimalistic look, maybe modern look with 3D animated things in there, we can get into that. I just need to get a feel of how we feel so far with creating lead generating websites. And if you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, because I'm about to share with you all my secrets with automation, specifically building things or even helping you with workflow and all things AI related. With that being said, my name is Inoke, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.